An example, some of the work we're currently doing with this. This is Stephanie Bozanay, who's been looking at how these oxidants affect the walls of our blood vessels. So in the case of atherosclerosis, the cells that line the walls of our blood vessels, here's a normal tissue here, and you can see that these cells here are looking pretty knackered. So we're looking at the way that these oxidants cause damage and what we can do to prevent it, if anything. And that brings me to the main topic of my talk, which is vitamin C and the role that it plays in conjunction with all of these mechanisms. So it was because we were interested in neutrophil oxidants that we started looking at vitamin C, because it's an antioxidant. And in the process of doing that, we've discovered that there are a whole lot of other activities of vitamin C that have impact in almost every aspect of our lives. This has kind of dragged me off in another research direction, but one that I think is very fruitful and very important. So everyone thinks they know everything about vitamin C. We all know we need it. That's about as much as actually all we know. We know we need it. We're trying to figure out why. Well, vitamin C is this small molecule. It's made from sugar. And it's made by plants and in the livers of most animals. So most animals don't need to eat anything with vitamin C in it. People, on the other hand, and other primates, guinea pigs, and some fruit bats can't make their own vitamin C. So somewhere in our evolutionary history, we've lost that ability to do that. So we must get it from our diet. So therefore, for us, it's a vitamin. So our interest in the neutrophil led us to think about, okay, here's a cell that makes a lot of oxidants. It also, if we look at where vitamin C is in our bodies, we take it in from our food. It gets distributed around our body and it gets taken up into our tissues at various levels. And the thought is that the level that your body accumulates it at is indicative of how essential it is to that organ. For example, it's really high in the adrenals, pituitary and retina. It's also high in the brain, white blood cells, pancreas, liver, lymph, and also it's relatively high, but the lowest body stores are in skeletal and heart muscle. So people have, ever since we've known about vitamin C and they've looked at this distribution, think, what is it doing in all of these tissues? And so